So today we have Kimberly Bounds. She's our work at home employment counselor and our HR operations manager. She's been with MEO for over 10 years. Kimberly enjoys helping individuals achieve personal success in finding employment, and we're very glad to have her here today. And hi, I'm Victor. I've been with My Employment Options doing business development since 2018. I come from a sales and marketing background, and I really think the Ticket to Work program is a great free federal program for individuals on SSI or SSDI who are wanting to return to work. We also have Teresa Ellinger on today's webinar. She's our Social Security Benefits Payments Manager, and she's also our Community Partner Work Incentive Coordinator. Long title, but basically means that she knows the ins and outs of the Ticket to Work program. Teresa helps our clients understand the Ticket to Work program and its guidelines, and she helps the clients understand exactly where they are within the Ticket to Work program, and can help them throughout the program with guidance. She knows the Ticket to Work program inside and out, and we're very happy to have her here today on this webinar. We also have Mark Booker. He's our special guest with us from Good Games. Thank you for being here, Mark. Mark is the Director of Sales and Marketing at Good Games and believes deeply in games that can help companies be more productive and successful in engagement. He'll be leading our interactive portion of our presentation today, and very excited to have him here. So thank you so much again for being here, Mark, and we look forward to your interactive portions. So I wanted to talk about who My Employment Options is, or as we're called, MEO. We are an authorized employment network in the Social Security Ticket to Work program. The company has been helping job seekers with disabilities since 1993, and we've been part of the free Ticket to Work program since 2002 when it all began. We provide free work at home and on-site employment services for job seekers on SSI or SSDI non-retirement benefits. We work with participants between the ages of 18 to 64. We help our clients within the 48 contiguous United States, including Washington, D.C. And on the next slide, we're going to be going over today's agenda. So on today's agenda, we're going to talk about who My Employment Options is and what we can do for job seekers on SSI and SSDI benefits. We'll give you some reasons why choosing our employment network might be beneficial for you. We'll also be going over our free services that we provide. In addition, we will talk about our work at home and our on-site job examples, and conclude with our pathways to financial independence, which is the goal of the Ticket to Work program. So we're very excited to go over everything today. So who is My Employment Options? My Employment Options is an authorized National Social Security Administration employment network in the Ticket to Work program. We assist SSI or SSDI beneficiaries find suitable employment in either work at home or within community jobs. When you come aboard with us, you will be assigned a personal vocational counselor who has specialties within the field that you are looking for. We have a benefits counselor, Teresa Ellinger. She's a huge benefit that takes advantage of. She's a huge benefit to take advantage of, and we are one of the few employment networks that provide this resource to our clients. She'll be able to help you guide. She'll be able to help guide you throughout the Ticket to Work program. Our counselors provide support throughout the duration of the program, which, depending, can take up to 4 years or more to complete. This means that we've come very, very close with our clients, and we get to know them on a very personal level. Once you complete the application on our website, which I strongly encourage everyone to do after today's webinar, we'll have an initial screener give you a call at this time to review your past work history and discuss your qualification and employment goals. She'll also be there to answer any questions regarding the next steps and the next steps in the intake process. Once the initial screening has been completed, our second screening will get into more details of the program. We do this to ensure that you can be successful within the program. We want to ensure that each client is comfortable with the entire process in order to achieve success within the Ticket to Work program. And the ultimate goal is to be financially independent. So at My Employment Options, we assess one's skills and experiences and goals. Each client is assigned a counselor that would be best beneficial to them. All of counselors have unique specialties and experiences within different fields of employment and disabilities. For example, Lisa Seeley, who's not with us today, specializes in supporting clients with various mood disorders. She herself is a Ticket to Work graduate. She suffers from panic, depression, and agoraphobia disorders. We find that when our clients can relate to our counselors, we can build a trust and use our past experiences to help guide them. Our counselors work as a team to conduct a job search. We also provide any kind of resume writing, including revisions and any revisions. We also provide our clients with any interview coaching to help them with comfort levels and prep them for general questions. We find that a lot of our clients have questions about gaps of employment or need assistance with how to answer questions that might come up during an interview process. We can definitely help with that. We will also be a partner throughout the Ticket to Work program, including maintaining employment. That's a big one for us. Helping with employment advancement. So if you want to find a new job, we can help with that as well once you start working. We can also refer you to Teresa Ellinger if you have any questions about your benefits or don't know where you are within the program. We can help. Teresa Ellinger can help with that. We will also be there for moral support. We find this is a big one. You might have a bad day and you might need someone to vent to. We can be there for you for that. We will be here throughout the program for you and your employment journey. We will be now turning it over to Mark from Good Games for our first interactive portion. So take it away, Mark.
Thank you so much, Victor. I really, really appreciate that. I am Mark Booker, and I'm here just to provide a little bit of interactivity here, not to create icebreakers and things of that nature, but to actually get to the things that you want to learn the most out of this particular webinar. And to do that, we like to play games. I know that sounds a little strange, but we actually do this feedback game where we are going to ask you about your experience, some questions or concerns that you may have. We know that everybody's situation is as unique as they are, and we want to be able to provide the type of information that you find most valuable, most meaningful, most impactful to your life. And so to do that, I'm going to put a link into the chat function here. It's going to go out to everybody. That link is clickable for you. So just give that a click. Or copy and paste it into a browser. All of our interactivities and little areas where we're going to get to hear feedback directly from you will be at this link. I'll keep putting it in there just in case you lose track of it, so don't worry so much about that. But go ahead and find yourself, go ahead and click on that link. We'll give you all just a moment. I see a lot of people popping in here. So we're going to give you an opportunity to speak to this. And our first one is pretty straightforward. What are some questions and or concerns you have about returning to work? We are going to have an opportunity to speak to this. So when I press go, you're going to have about 2 minutes to answer this question. And I want you to know that all of our activities, all of our games, and all of our sessions are anonymous. And we do that by design so that you feel comfortable being candid and honest with your feedback. We are here to serve you, and we want to answer these things that concern you. And so please do feel free to answer this. So in a moment here, I'm going to press go, and we're going to have 2 minutes to answer this question. At the top of your screen, you will see this counter counting down from 2 minutes. Below that, you will see this prompt again. What are some questions and or concerns about returning to work? And then you'll see a text field. Very simple. Type in your answer. Please be as detailed as you so choose or as you feel comfortable being. Everyone can see these. And in fact, below the text field, you're going to see everybody's answers in real time. And I'm going to start sharing my screen just so that you can see what I can see here. There we go. You will want to play on your game screen, but just in case you're a little confused about where you should be, your screen should look like this. Again, when I press go, we're going to get an opportunity. Below that text field, you're going to see everybody's answers, and we actually call that the feedback loop. If you're a little unsure what to write or how to answer this question, oftentimes seeing someone else's feedback will help spark your own. Oh, that's right. That reminds me of something I wanted to write or wanted to ask or a situation that I had. But what I want you to remember is that every single answer in this entire thing is anonymous. Okay, so please feel free to be as honest as you so choose. And our experts here are going to help answer some of these questions in real time so that you ensure that you get the most out of this. It's really that straightforward. I see a lot of people in here. It looks like maybe some of you are getting turned away. Give me one moment here. I'm going to make sure that everybody can get in here. So just give me 1 second here to make sure that everybody can get in here. Looks like maybe some of you ran into the inability to. Just give me 1 second here. We got a lot of people here today, which is really, really wonderful. And so super happy to see that happened here. If ever you do run into any issues, the likelihood is that some device settings, some Wi-Fi settings, they have a tendency to maybe trip you up or something like that. A quick refresh button should just be fine. So if you didn't find your way into it, just go ahead and click on the link again or refresh the link and you'll be able to come right in. So I'm just going to give apologies for that there. We have a lot more people here than I thought that were going to be in there, but easy peasy, just hit refresh or click on the link again and you'll find your way in there in one moment. And I don't want to have anybody miss an opportunity to share their experience or their questions or concerns, because again, we have a lot of really wonderful experts here today that are here to answer those questions specifically. So go ahead and jump on in there. You should be able to get in there now. So I'm going to go ahead and start this here in a moment. Looks like a lot of people found their way in there. So I'm going to give this going here. Again, you have 2 minutes. So just take your time. Write in what you want to write in, answer your question, write in your questions or concerns. Let's get started here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, got a lot of really great feedback piling in here. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes. Please be as specific as you'd like to be. This is, again, opportunity to speak to some of your concerns and the worries that you have before you get in there. We're going to be answering a lot of these just through the presentation itself, but it's really great to see what's concerning or what questions you might have right now. About 45 more seconds here. Thank you so much. Okay, 10 seconds, get the final ones in here. A lot of really great things. I hope, Victor, I hope Kim, Teresa, I hope you're seeing some of this. These are some really, really wonderful questions. All right, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much to everybody for sharing all of this here. We're going to be poring over this during the presentation to ensure that we answer all of these questions for you. I'm going to pass it over to you all to begin to continue with the presentation, but wonderful questions in here. Wouldn't you agree, you all? Go ahead and take it away. I don't know, are we passing to Victor?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah,
no worries.
so sorry. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was muted. So thank you. That was great information, and we were very excited to go over some of those questions and concerns that you have. And if there's any questions or concerns that you have that we didn't answer, we'll be answering them when we send you the presentation at a later date. So I'm going to send it over to Teresa. Teresa?
Thank you, Victor. Hi, everyone. What is a Certified Partner Work Incentive Coordinator? We are fluent in all benefits, and it took me about a year to obtain my certification. And I do 18 continuing education credits every year to maintain my certification. I am often referred to as the SSA guru, and I speak fluent Social Security. When you come aboard with My Employment Options, we monitor your progression throughout the throughout your ticket assignment with My Employment Options, track your trial work, and explain each phase as you move into them. No need to worry about your Medicare. It stays in place. If you are receiving Medicaid, there is a safety net that allows you to keep your Medicaid when earnings exceed the break-even point. If you're one that receives both, you may experience a change in your Medicaid coverage, but you will be able to keep your Medicare. By coming aboard with My Employment Options, we will review your options. At My Employment Options, we establish a financial goal for each of our clients. This allows our clients to know where they need to be to become self-sufficient. Also, we all know how confusing those Social Security letters can be. Here at My Employment Options, we review them with you and assist in any way we can to complete any necessary paperwork and to ensure your file with Social Security is correct. Next slide. Suzanne was a ticket holder of My Employment Options. We worked with Suzanne, and she was able to work for many years successfully. But when she was unable to work due to her disability, I helped her reinstate her benefits. Since she worked for a few years, when she started receiving benefits again, her monthly amount was much higher. Afterward, she was able to obtain another ticket, and the program started all over again. Here at My Employment Options, we individualize the program for each of our clients. The Ticket to Work program has many safety nets and positives. Apply with My Employment Options to learn more about them. And I'm going to hand it over to Kim.
Thank you, Teresa. So at present, we have 15 members who have participated in the Ticket to Work program. So if you are looking for someone who can relate to you, MEO is the place to be. Some of our staff have completed the program, and some are still working through the program. Our staff that are part of the Ticket to Work program would love to share their journey with you if you want to speak with someone that has gone through the Ticket to Work program. It is always easier to talk to someone who can relate disabilities and challenges of working with a disability. Our staff that is not through the Ticket to Work program have several years of experience and are well versed in assisting our clients. Our goal here is to make this as comfortable a process as possible and provide advisement to what works and what does not work. We want you to be successful, and the CEO has put together an all-star staff to help you do just that. One of the services that MEO provides is resume writing. One of the most important parts of your resume is that it has keywords from the job description that you're applying for. When companies are setting up job descriptions, they use words that describe what they're looking for in an employee. When these keywords are plugged into your resume will be noticed. It is very important that your resume is formatted professionally and easy to read. Most employers are using ATSs to screen their resumes. You may ask, what is an ATS? Well, an ATS, or applicant tracking system, is software that manages the recruiting and hiring process, including job postings and job applications. It organizes information about job seekers and makes it searchable. As its name implies, an ATS tracks candidates through the hiring process. It helps with interview scheduling, issues notifications and alerts, and sends automated emails to candidates and employees, such as recruiters and hiring managers. If you want the ATS to pull your resume, you will need to have keywords from the job description in your application and resume. If you are a client of MEO, you will have assistance with matching your resume to the job description, so the ATS puts your resume in the keep file. If you need a cover letter, MEO provides that service also. MEO is here to guide our clients through the entire Ticket to Work program, provide accommodation suggestions, help you achieve and meet your financial goals, provide continuing career advancement, answer benefit questions, and moral support. With suggesting accommodations, we can advise you on how to ask for a minor accommodation with your employer to allow you to maintain your job with comfort. Your vocational counselor is aware of the financial goals that you have set. So we will ensure you are able to meet those goals by taking the baby steps necessary to accomplish them. You may first start off with an entry-level position, but with time and gaining recent remote experience, you can qualify for advancement and promotional opportunities. With this comes higher wages, which gets you closer to your financial goals. You may also need to start another job search to find a position that will meet your financial goal. If you have concerns about your benefits, you are always able to speak with Teresa about any questions or concerns you have regarding your finances or benefits. We are here as your virtual cheerleaders. If you need anything, even if it is a simple shoulder to lean on, we are here for you. And then now I will turn it over to Mark.
Thank you so much, Kim. I really, really appreciate that. We're going to get you involved in the process now a little bit. I know you've been you're asking your questions. And again, if we don't answer the questions during the presentation, we will get to them at the end of this Q&A portion. We can also answer them post when we send out the webinar, a copy of the webinar later. So just keep in mind that we will get to everything eventually. But we want to ask you some questions and want to see your understanding of where we are. So we're going to play a little game here. If you head over to your game screen, again, where you were asking those questions, I will put the link back in here just in case you need it again. People have a tendency to come back and forth, which is, of course, understandable. There it is. Please find your way back over there if you so choose. But we're going to ask this question. We got some questions even in there about remote and hybrid positions, work from home opportunities, and we want to see what you know here. We're going to start this countdown in a moment, and what you're actually going to be able to do is answer this question by dragging it into the answer here. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. So if you head over to that link, you should see a screen that's looking like this. So you want to toggle from your Zoom screen over to your game screen. And what this is a question that we want to ask you. What is the growth percentage, or what do you think the growth percentage in remote and hybrid positions between 2021 and 2024 is? We know that we had a bit of a global pandemic in there, which led to some more remote and hybrid positions. But perhaps it's taken a dive after that, maybe you think, or maybe it hasn't. We want to know what you think. Is it growing? Are remote and hybrid work from home positions growing? In a moment, I'm going to click start, and you're going to have 20 seconds to answer this question. You're simply going to grab this here, and you are going to drag it over into one of the 4 answers over here on the right here. So let's see what you all think. What is the growth percentage in remote and hybrid positions between 2021 and 2024 this year? All right, I'm going to begin it right now. You have 20 seconds to answer this question. Just simply grab it over here, pull it in here. If you want to change your mind, you can always change your mind to any of these answers in here. So what do you think the growth percentage in remote and hybrid positions? 5 seconds. All right, let's see how you all answered, and let's get ready to take a look at the correct answer. Is there a lot of growth? Is there a little growth? Maybe it didn't get as far as we wanted it to. The correct answer is actually 39%. A lot of you guessed 33%. It's continuing to grow a little bit, but it actually exceeds even those expectations. Victor, Kim, Teresa, this is great news, right? For those of us trying to get back to work that maybe can only take work at home positions, it continues to grow really, really well.
Yeah, no, that's why we really promote our work from home positions for clients that have different abilities. We definitely want people to succeed, and with the pandemic came new job opportunities for different kinds of different populations that were never able to join the workforce. So we're very excited about these work from home positions and hybrid positions.
Victor, can we get you to share your screen again?
Yes, I'm going there now.
Remote positions are on the rise in all areas. You can find remote positions in accounting, healthcare, IT, insurance, marketing, and analysts, to name a few job areas. This change is happening because remote workers tend to be significantly more productive than those working in an office. Employers are also saving money when allowing hybrid or remote opportunities because there's no need for rent or to maintain office space. Working remotely allows for easier hiring and better access to a larger talent pool. Once hired, it also allows collaboration across time zones by having access to the entire world. For supporting evidence, an interesting study by AT&T shows that hybrid work models are expected to grow from 42% in 2021 to 81% in 2024. Now we will move into work from home requirements. You must have a quiet, private place for your work from home office, preferably with a lock on the door for security reasons. Your workspace should be a dedicated area with absolutely no background noise. You will need all of your equipment, and it can include your computer, which could be a laptop or a desktop, keyboard, mouse, monitor, phone, printer, scanner, fax machine, desk, cabinet, chair, lamp, and what other equipment you may deem necessary for your office. You will need to be hardwired to your modem or router, so not using Wi-Fi. It is important to let your family and friends know that you are now working and have a scheduled time to adhere to, and they should not disturb you during that time frame. A do not disturb sign on your door during working hours might be necessary. Make your workspace comfortable. For example, you can get ergonomic equipment, such as a chair, keyboard, foot pedals, and a mouse. You can also get a desk that transitions from the sitting to standing position. And you can also personalize your office with family pictures, plants, or whatever would help you make this space a peaceful place to work. And it is highly recommended that you do so. Next slide. Oh, no.
Yes,
Okay, you changed it. Sorry.
that's okay.
As you're reading job descriptions and completing applications, you will see each position will have a minimum requirement section. These are the basic skills that you must currently have to qualify for a work from home job. The average typing speed requirement is 35 words per minute. If you're not able to reach the speed or are right at the fence, do a Google search for free typing lessons and practice daily. All it takes is 10 to 15 minutes a day. The key is consistency. If you only practice once a week, you will most likely not improve your score. You must be familiar with basic computer skills, such as cut, paste, copy, Microsoft Office Suite, how to navigate multiple browser tabs, and internet research. Microsoft Office Suite includes Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, Publisher, Access, and OneNote. Being familiar with keyboard shortcuts is critical with working remotely. Some frequently used shortcuts are Control-C to copy selected text or object, Control-V to paste copied text or object, Control-X to cut selected text or object, Control-Z to undo last action, Control-Y to redo last action, Control-B, bold highlighted text, Control-I, italicize highlighted text, Control-U, underline highlighted text, Control-A, select all text or objects in a document, Control-F, find specific text in a document. You can also do a Google search to learn the most common keyboard shortcuts. Working from home can be a very fast-paced environment. So being familiar with basic computer skills will make training and production go a lot smoother. To succeed in a work from home position, you will need excellent customer service skills, be empathetic and an active listener, have great communication skills, both verbal and written, and also be professional. Be great at problem solving, have a lot of patience, can work independently, and have great time management skills. My Employment Options has multiple partnerships with employers offering work from home opportunities. This allows us to get insight on where you are in the application or onboarding process. Each month, we have meetings with our points of contact who give us valuable updates on our clients' application status. Our PLCs will share why our clients sometimes get declined out of a position so we can work on skills to improve for the next position they apply for. Also, we can have some client applications reconsider if there is a technical issue. Our PLCs will supply us with tips on interview processes so we can better prepare our clients for success. Our PLCs always share upcoming job fair and training webinar information, in addition to job opportunities, so we can have our clients be some of their very first applicants. Having a PLC, also an inside recruiter, gives you an advantage in the application process. And now I am to turn it over to Mark.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, we are going to keep it rolling here. We have some new information coming in. And so here, wanted to showcase with you. I'm actually peppering in some answers here as we get through. So keep an eye out for those. Some of those. Mine are showing green here on the screen because I'm sharing it with you. They won't look like that on your particular screen, but do keep an eye out there, because we will answer some of these as we go. And again, we'll get to them at the very end too. So let's get back into some of this trivia that we were doing, a little bit of a trivia game here. We went to this one. So let's take a look now at this next one. This one is my favorite. It's just kind of more of a meaningful impact because it talks about how much more you could earn by working with MEO and getting you back to work through them. So on average, we're going to have, again, an opportunity to guess here. On average, how much more could our clients earn by returning to work? We have 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times or more. So either way, we're saying it's an increase. So I'm going to start the countdown here in a moment. Hopefully you have the ability to answer here. So let's take a look here. If it's helpful, maybe I can share the link one more time. Make sure that you have an opportunity to get in there just in case you need that. Sometimes you can't find your game screen from your Zoom screen. So here you are. I'm going to start that timer here in a moment. But on average, how much more could our clients earn by returning to work? Just drag it, drop it into your answer there. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times or more. That countdown just started here. So 15 seconds to answer you. We want to know what you think. Do you think you can earn twice as much? 3 times as much, 5 times as much, or more? Excited to hear what you all think here on this. Very nice. Let's take a look at your answers here. We're not going to actually reveal the correct answer here, but let's take a look. Everybody here, we got some answers. 23% of them guessed 2 times. The most popular answer was 33 times, with a third of everybody voting there. Second most popular was 5 times or more. That's encouraging. 4 times at 17. So everyone thinks it's 3 times. And the reason we don't reveal the correct answer, but let's do reveal an answer. Victor, Kim, Teresa, I don't know who's going to answer this one, but what is it? Is it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times or more?
Yeah, so it's actually depends on the kind of position you are looking for. It depends on that. You can earn as much money as you'd like on the Ticket to Work program. You know, if you're very motivated to make lots of money, then the Ticket to Work program you can make more money with the position that you might be looking for. So it just depends.
Oh, so it's all or the above, right? It's all of them.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
however
it can
you
be
want to do it.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's encouraging.
All right, so let me go ahead and retake over.
There are a plethora of work from home jobs. Some examples include customer service, technical support, sales, accounting, medical, insurance, administrative, clerical, reservationist, and receptionist types of positions. 20 years ago, remote work was not popular, but now almost every industry allows remote workers. Advancement is possible in most all companies. If you do not have remote or work from home experience, you may need to start off in an entry-level position and work your way up in rank. Career advancement is one of the most important elements for employee satisfaction and retention at a company. So do your due diligence, learn everything you can about the position and company, and apply when higher level positions are available. Some examples of positions that will not start off at entry level are team lead, high level IT, marketing, and project manager positions. You'll need years of experience to get into these positions. Once you've gone through the interview process and have been offered employment, you'll enter the onboarding process. Going through this process, you can expect to have a background check, credit check, drug testing, and new hire paperwork. When going through an onboarding process, make sure you have multiple valid and up-to-date forms of identification, and one will need to have or be a photo ID. You will need these when completing your onboarding paperwork. And now I will turn it over to Victor.
Thank you so much, Kim. That was great information. At My Employment Options, we really want to reward our clients for getting back into the workforce. So our CEO developed a rewards program that everyone can take advantage of. First, we have the Working Rewards program that allows clients to save up their monthly pay stubs. And you can get once you get more pay stubs, you can get them in for bigger prices like gift cards, laptops, external monitors, sometimes iPads as well. We also have a monthly raffle where you can, when you're sending in your pay stubs, you'll be automatically entered into the raffle. The raffle, you can win gift cards up to 100 to 250. We have them for Amazon, Walmart, PayPal. It just depends. And we do have some restaurants as well. So it's a great incentive for you guys to continue to work and continue to send in pay stubs. We wanted everyone to that came today to try and fill out an application to see if we can help you. Everyone has the ability to return to work. There's a job out there for everyone. It does take some patience and a lot of energy, but this program does work. We have the knowledge and the experience to help our clients and give them encouragement throughout the process. We would love to help you on the road to financial independence. And again, we encourage everyone to put an application in today to help see if we can help achieve your financial goals. Your success is our success. You know, we are so happy to hear when people find a new job and that they're happy and there's, you know, that they're just excited about new possibilities. It gives us a really, it's really, really gratifying for us as well. Some of our success stories that we've had over the years is that we've had over 414 clients start jobs in 2023 alone, including 215 that have actually graduated the program and become completely self-sufficient. That means that they are working and that they're able to make a living and be able to support themselves with the position that they have. We also have some great stories from Lisa Seeley. She did a great video for the Ticket to Work program, Social Security Administration, talking about her journey throughout the Ticket to Work program and how she was able to overcome her many obstacles to become financially independent. And actually, she's able to now share her success story with clients herself. And that really is, you know, a great thing to be able to share. We also have Lori Adler. She's our communications manager here at MEO. She's another success story from the Ticket to Work program. She wrote a very personal story about her determination to successfully return to work. She's one of the biggest cheerleaders of the Ticket to Work program because she knows how much it can change lives, including her own. So I would recommend everyone to go take a look at both Lisa and Lori's story. They're great and they're really inspirational, and we're very, very proud of them and their success within the Ticket to Work program. So we're going to turn it over to some questions and some answers that we might have had. So Mark, did you want to pose some questions to us and we can see if we can answer some of those right off the bat?
I think it would actually be beneficial. I've been putting some answers in there as we kind of go, just some really great questions and answers in here. So I'll continue to do this. I don't know if somebody wants to kind of come on here and take a look at what's helpful and what we can answer as it kind of comes in. We could kind of tackle this all together. We have some really great ones, and whatever we don't get to, again, we can issue out answers a little bit later that help here. So let's take a look here at some of these. We just had one come in from Teresa that said, I'm concerned about losing my benefits due to work. And when you come aboard with MEO, I will remove the fear of losing benefits, as the program has many safety nets to place you right back onto benefits if you are no longer able to work or above the program level. This was something that came in another session too, was if I start working and it's successful, am I going to lose some of my benefits? So this is a really great answer. I'm going to pop that in there. Teresa, are you or anyone else seeing some questions in there that you want to kind of speak to here? I'll throw that answer in there right now.
This is Teresa. Yes, I've seen several really great questions. One is, let's see, losing Medicaid and counseling benefits. Not sure about the counseling benefits part, but if you're receiving SSI benefits, and if you're receiving SSI benefits, if you only are eligible for Medicaid. Medicaid, when you return to work, most states has an extended Medicaid coverage that will keep you covered with your Medicaid when your earnings exceed the break-even point, or the break-even point. Yes. So if you get a job and you're making, let's say, $25,000 a year, and you're not making that on SSI, there's no way. So you would lose the Medicaid based on your income, but with the Ticket to Work program, you get that extended Medicaid coverage. And some states cover your Medicaid coverage earnings up to like $50,000, $60,000 a year. And you would still keep your Medicaid coverage if you're SSI only. Now with Medicare and Medicaid, that's someone that's receiving both SSI or SSDI, or has a lower SSDI amount that they qualify for Medicaid that pays for their Medicare. Okay. If you work and you lose the Medicaid because you don't get the extended Medicaid coverage like SSI folks do, then we'll work together here at Employment Options to help you find coverage. There's great advantage plans. If it's prescriptions that you're looking for, something like that, oftentimes there's coupons from the pharmaceutical companies. For an example, I had a client that was scared to lose her Medicaid. And I talked with her and worked with her because she had a prescription that was $3,000 a month. And she's like, there is no way I'm going to be able to afford that. Working together with me and Employment Options, we got that prescription down to $8.50 a month. So there are other alternatives if you do not keep your Medicaid whenever you're receiving SSDI benefits. You also have Medicare. That doesn't go anywhere throughout the entire program. Even if down the road, when you lose that suspension of the cash benefit, that monthly check that gets deposited, that's the cash benefit. Even if that gets suspended, you still keep your Medicare coverage. And with Employment Options, we're going to do what's best in your favor. And if it doesn't make sense financially for you to get off the benefits because you're not earning enough money, we're going to assist you in getting to part-time or looking for a better paying job. I believe Kim mentioned doing, you might have to start off at an entry-level job and work your way up. It's the same thing with benefits. I mean, if you don't succeed the first time, maybe the second or third time. That was the one question.
Yeah, that's really great, and I appreciate that we put some of those answers in there too. That's I think really helpful. We also have some people who are looking into some barriers that are keeping them from working, even in some of the simple jobs that we have here. I don't know if there's options for people who don't have a computer, but maybe have some computer skills and and would love to get a remote job and get back to work. I also see some folks that are in here. They've looked at some other jobs, and it sounds like they've run into some jobs that weren't as advertised or felt scammy in some places. It sounds like that's why they need to call in and talk to you all, is because you can filter that out. But are there options for people as far as finding legitimate jobs that fit for them, and maybe even helping them to get some of the equipment or some of the things that they need? I saw some people bring in some ideas about a phone and things like that. Are you able to help people that aren't quite there to get to there?
So I'll take
Yes, go ahead, Kim.
that one. So for equipment, it has to be a laptop or a desktop. You're unable to use your phone on the work from home side for the positions that we get. If you are hired by a company that offers the equipment, you would still have the equipment on hand to be able to apply, do assessments, and provide PC specs, because they're going to need your internet speed for one if they're going to supply equipment. So if you don't have it on the work from home side, it's going to be kind of hard for us to help you.
Got it.
Now, if you have you can use a computer anywhere. If you want to go to the library to do the application, you can definitely do an application at the library if you don't have a computer, but it would definitely need to be a computer for the assessments.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I see some of those answers, some of those questions coming in there. Yeah, looking through some other ones, looks like we have maybe a couple other opportunities to answer some of these questions. We had a great answer earlier about making of the some of the financial things, but I think most of all, I think people are concerned a little bit about their benefits being cut, especially if they start to make money. But it sounds like we got that kind of fixed in here. But boy, I'm seeing a lot of things about becoming compliant and needing a little bit of help to get there. I can imagine that's there. Maybe that's something that we can kind of look into moving forward. But also, let's take a look here. We have some specific areas here where people are trying to get. Somebody just suggested Starbucks as a place to go if you don't have internet or things like that. So there's lots of options there, and maybe we can help you figure some of that of it out. I'm seeing a lot of mentions to USCIS. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's come up kind of a lot. I don't know if it's just one very prolific person, or if there's some other ideas that can be shared within that space. That seems to be a theme that's popping up a lot on the back end. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think mostly people are just very concerned. I think it's the unknown unknowns in here, and I think, if maybe we could speak to some of the things that say, yes, it's scary. Yes, it's even a bit of work, Victor, as you mentioned here, but it sounds like from experience, it's very much worth it, and maybe not as big of a climb as people maybe think. Can you maybe speak to some of those general fears about just taking that first step, if anybody wants to step in there and talk about that?
I can step in because usually the fear is related to benefits and losing that benefit that some of you may have struggled getting. Maybe it took you years and years to do. And you don't want to lose that safety net of that check every month. It's not a livable amount per se for most of you. I'm going to say almost all of you. This program will allow you to test the waters of working. and seeing if you're able to work. I mean, with SSDI, you do have a numerous amount of safety nets. The first phase of the Ticket to Work program for SSDI is the largest safety net because it allows you to return to work without disrupting your benefits, your SSDI benefits. So you get to keep both your SSDI and your earnings from a job. And it'll tell you whether or not, if you're able to work. Okay. And if you're able to work, we're going to encourage work. But that financial goal that we use is the key to all of it. So if you come aboard with My Employment Options and you want to know how much you need to make in order to become self-sufficient, we do set that goal for you. And I can tell you from experiences, because the goal was created in 2019, and I pay attention to things. And it might be why I'm such a expert at Social Security, but I have noticed individuals that just reach their goal amount and work for full-time for a couple of years. I've seen their monthly cash benefit increase $300 to $400. If you crush that financial goal, meaning that you make $1, $2, $4, $5, whatever the amount above that goal, you're just going to increase that SSDI check when you need to get back on it. So we take the fear out of the program. And that way we want you to make good decisions based on your situation. I know our job counselors, and this is not something that I do, but they do assist in gaps in employment and such things like that. And Kim could probably touch on that a little bit more. But with this program, it's amazing. It can get your life back for you. I'm going to hand it back over to you, Mark.
Wonderful. I think we're really close to running out of time, but my favorite question here is, where do I fill out an application? So maybe we could go out on what some of the next steps are here. We will be issuing out answers to a lot of these questions, but I honestly think the best answer to your question is to get started here with the great folks at MEO. How can they do that?
When unmute the difficulty, hang out with us for a second. Okay, there we go.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Mark. That was really, really great. The easiest way to apply with us is to go to our website, myemploymentoptions.com, and click Apply Now. It's a very thorough application. We really want to get to know you and your work history. There are some assessments. So as we said, after you do submit your application online, Shika Jones, she's in our screening department, will call you to go over your application. Our application, as we said, needs to be completed on a computer, not your telephone, as we do have various assessments that can only be done on a computer. If you are one of our clients from My Employment Options and you have questions, just feel free to reach out to your personal job counselors as well. And here is our website with our Apply Now page. So this is what the Apply Now page looks like. So you would just want to click on the Start Application Now, and it takes, depending on everything, it takes a little bit of time, but once you're done, we will be getting in contact with you right away. Again, we do have some social medias with us. We would love to connect with you on social medias. We're everywhere, including Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We post industry updates on these, including new hot jobs, upcoming events, and other news. We also be sending out an email with this presentation within the next 7 to 10 days, maybe sooner, with the presentation with all the questions, with some of the questions answered as well. I did want to thank everyone for joining us today on today's webinar. It's been very informative with your questions. I wanted to thank Kim, Teresa, and Mark for joining us today. We hope that this information that we shared today was helpful. Remember to see if we can help you. Please visit our website and click apply now and submit your application. We are looking forward to working with you in the near future, and I hope you have a great remaining of your day. And if you do have any questions or concerns, please give us a call at 1-800-441-3114, or you can give Lori Adler a email to ask any questions about anything. Again, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much, and I hope you have a great remaining of your day. Have a great time. Have a great day.